Pursuant to the Open Public Meetings Act, adequate public notice has been given to the Secretary of the Evesham Township Board of Education in the following manner: posting written notice on the official bulletin board of the Evesham Township Board of Education office, emailing written notice to the Burlington County Times and the Courier Post, and filing written notice to the municipal clerk of Evesham Township. I will be roll calling myself tonight. Mr. Bach.
Here.
Mr. Brown. Mr. Brown is not here yet. Ms. Butramowitz.
Here.
Mr. DeMarcy is not here yet. Ms. Fox is a notified absence. I am Mr. Conlon here. Mrs. Knoll is not here. Mr. Peel.
Here.
Mr. Thompson.
Here.
Thank you. We are now looking for a motion to enter executive session, whereas in NJSA 10-4-12 allows for a public body to go into closed session during a public meeting, and whereas the Board of Education of Evesham Township has deemed it necessary to go into closed session to discuss certain matters which are exempted from the public, and whereas the regular meeting of the Board of Education will reconvene following the end of closed session at approximately 7:30 p.m., now therefore be it resolved that the Board of Education will go into closed session for the following reasons as outlined in NJSA 10-4-12, items 2.3 to 2.4. Do we have a motion? Motion by Mr. Thompson, seconded by Mr. Bach. I guess I'm going to call on myself again. Okay, one second. How do we do this? Ms. Butramowitz.
Yes.
Mr. Peelman. Mr. Thompson.
Yes.
Mr. Bach.
Yes.
And I also vote yes. Motion passes. We will see you at approximately 7:30 p.m. Thank you. All those who are able, please rise for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Our mission statement tonight will be read by Board Member Mr. David Bach.
Thank you, Anish. The mission of the Evesham Township School District is to promote excellence in the environment that engages students in meaningful learning experiences. In partnership with the students, dedicated staff, families, and community, the district provides a strong educational foundation that will empower our students to achieve their unique potential, embrace self-directed lifelong learning, develop the skills necessary for appropriate risk-taking and responsible decision-making, respect themselves and others, problem-solve individually and collaboratively, and become contributing members of a diverse global society.
Thank you, Mr. Bach. I will now hand the floor over to Dr. Smith for our recognitions tonight.
Thank you, Mr. Canthan. It is very exciting to have such a full house of students here. We're recognizing over 100 students tonight for different accomplishments across the arts and academics. We're going to start with some performances, and the first performance is behind the curtain up here. We're going to have Mrs. Smith come out and tell us a little bit about what we're going to hear.
Thank you, Dr. Smith. Good evening, everyone. My name is Sarah Smith. I'm the orchestra director at DeMacy Middle School, DeMacy Elementary, and Jaggard Elementary. On stage with me, I have students from the DeMacy Middle School Orchestra who are actually all going to be recognized later tonight for making it into higher level ensembles. So we figured that we would play a piece for you that we actually played at our spring concert, which is called Plink, Plank, Plunk, and it is entirely, in the orchestra world, we call this pizzicato, but here it's just plucking. So there is no bow, but it's really catchy, and we hope you enjoy it.
That was fantastic. And we're going to see all these amazing students soon when they get their certificates. For now, we're going to plink, plank, plunk. That was incredible. That's great.
Every time they play that, so you can see they're like blowing on their fingers every time.
So cool. So cool.
We are going to exit the stage, I promise.
Yeah, no, take your time. In the meantime, we are going to prepare for our second student performance. So if I could have our theater, MMS Mustang Theater group come up. It's been amazing to watch this program grow and grow and grow. It's so exciting that this is the historic first ever board meeting performance by the MMS Theater Group. I'm going to turn the microphone over to Mrs. Anna Erke to tell us a little bit more.
Hi, good evening. We're excited to be here. We actually have 2 shows that we do here at Marlton Middle. Both are very student-driven, which means the sets are designed by the kids and then created by the kids. Choreography is done by the kids, taught by the kids. We like to keep it that way so that the kids are more invested. We did Frozen back in January. Mrs. Nina McCluskey, oh, there you are, was our creative director. We just performed Beetlejuice 48 hours ago on the stage here under the direction of Mrs. Michael Felder, our creative director. And Mr. Militich has worked with us, he can't get away from it like me, as our music director for both shows. So our kids are going to take the stage and perform the finale from both of the shows, starting with the Frozen finale. You'll probably recognize that one. And actually, you should recognize the finale from Beetlejuice as well. They did bring a couple little props that they're going to show you. Olaf and our sandworm. So I hope you enjoy.
Okay, so that was absolutely amazing, and we have some certificates to hand out to all of you, and I'm wondering if we could do this maybe. Yeah. We'll start with there's three. So there's Justin Frozen, Beetlejuice, and then who are in both.
Okay. All right. So we're going to start with recognition for the students that participated in Frozen. Ariel Abate. No. Samantha Brimfield. Nevaeh Greer. Riley Hansel. Angela Heenan. Abigail Carney. Layla Legardo. Olivia Masuka. Deja Miller. Rafael Nieves. Riley Otto. Jackson Paraka. Julia Prasad. Julia here? No. Alejandra Rivas Lucero. I'll make sure she. No. Adriana Rodriguez. Caitlin Schultz. Savannah Schwint. Mason Silverman. I don't think he's here. Claire Suey. She's not here. Ava Sesmere. Emma Unangst. Hadley Whitfield. Brielle Wolf. So our participants that were in just Beetlejuice, Sky Allen. I don't think I saw her. Teddy Carmody. Chase Danella. Mia Donato. Ayla Francis. Alyssa George. Olivia Hadley. Gavin Iacarino. Lillian Manzi. Chloe Markovsky. Kevin Posnack. No. Sarah White. And our final group is those that participated in both Frozen and Beetlejuice. Matthew Acciani, not here. Jessica Balma.
Great job. Engineer extraordinaire.
Eloria Bolano. Juliana Berger. Genevieve Bernstein. Sydney Baig. Brielle Bonuti. Brendan Brown. Gabriella Brown. Jenny Butramowitz. Lily Byler. I don't think I saw her. Marissa Carver. Maya Cordera Mahmood. Emily Cummings. Dominic Demansky. Sydney Glasser. Krish Govardhana Krishnan Susi. Nina Halatova. Layla Honeywell. Callista Kraft.
Great job, great job.
Skylar Lord. Tiramisu. Ellie Lutz. Juliana Menino. Ben Mervine. Abby Metzinger. Ben Nettleton. Eniola Oganubi. Emmeline Olivieri. Ashlyn Park. Lillian Poreka. Oriana Roan. Yeah, that's right. Wait, hold on. Leah Savage. Avery Tierney. Cambry Williams. Gianna Wolfson. Samantha Ziegler. Is it sticking? Oh, here it is. Mia, she has it. Mia Donato. Mia And last but not least, Lucy Amato. I just want to take a second and thank district administration for their overwhelming support of our program here. The reason that we do a second show is because 2 years ago, the kids basically petitioned, they did research, they said if sports are available year-round, so should theater. So we appreciate that, and thank you for all of your support, Mr. Hoffman and Dr. Smith.
Beautiful. I can't imagine how fun those rehearsals were, just the energy and the spirit. I mean, amazing. I bow. So we're going to move on to the next round of recognitions, and we hope to see those of you who aren't moving on to Cherokee, see you back on the stage next year. And those of you who are moving on to Cherokee, I see Mr. Fizicaro in the back. We'll hope to see you on the stage at Cherokee. So thanks again so much. So next up, we are going to present the Elks Essay Contest winners. And I see Mr. Matches. Thank you, Mr. Kenny. Thank you for being here. Come on up. As people are, we have so many recognitions tonight that if people need to leave before we're done, I just want to point out there's a table that's selling 50/50 tickets for the Evesham Education Foundation raffle. The drawing is on June 2nd at the Golf Classic. All proceeds go to our school district, so you can take a look at that table on the way out. So our next portion of the recognitions is our Elks Essay Contest winners, and I'm going to turn over to Mr. Kenny a bit from the Elks to talk about that.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. One of the recognitions that we do at the Elks, which is a fraternity order, we help out homeless vets, we do special needs, we do a lot of youth activities like Batter Up, basketball at the Blue Barn, I guess you know where the Blue Barn is, and then soccer shoot. So one of the things that we do is we're very involved in the community. We're on Eastboro, Medford Road. I'm from Cherry Hill, what do I know? But I mean, we're so involved in the community, and we're so involved in the next generation. I mean, just to be here tonight is an honor. Seeing all that energy, these kids have a lot of energy. I call them young folks. I don't call them kids, but I could go to sleep right now. So, but anyway, it's a great organization. We do a lot of stuff, and for the Batters Up, we do that in the spring. Please come out. It's all different age groups. It's from 5 to 11, I believe. We do a soccer shoot, and we do the basketball. The basketball's in the winter, soccer shoots in the spring, sorry. So anyway, I would like to honor some of the young folks for the essays they did on America. I couldn't be so proud because the way the Elks is structured, it's local, district, and state. Sort of like a government. So we had so many winners in our district. I believe we had about 8 district winners, which is phenomenal because no other district was able to accomplish that. And we went to districts with our essays, and then we went to state. And believe it or not, we had a 2nd place winner and a 3rd place winner in the state finals. And that's a lot to be proud of. So I like to call the folks up, the young folks, as I like to call them, and stand up here first and wait until we're done with everybody so we can give them a nice round of applause. So let's see here. Now, I broke my glasses. And look what I got. I look like Ben Franklin. So if my wording is incorrect, I apologize. These are the wrong ones.
The Elks?
No, because I have a different list of names. Sorry, folks. We got a technical.
No, we have honorable mentions too.
Oh, honorable mention. Okay. Nobody tells me. I guess I didn't read the memo. Sorry. So, yeah. So, yeah, I'll let him read it because these glasses are horrible.
Yeah. I'm so glad, by the way, that you pointed out that another district maybe didn't win as much of this as we did, because not that it's a competition, but, you know, it definitely feels like we crushed it this year. And I'm glad to get that official acknowledgement from the Elks that we crushed it.
Cool. I mean, you got
just
a lot of
saying. Yeah, we did. So we're going to have Adeline Yeatman come on up. She's here. Adeline won honorable mention in the Elks essay contest. And I loved your idea to have everyone come up and stay standing up here. So.
Great job.
Then we've got Haley Schmid, who also won honorable mention. Then Cooper Levine, if you can come up, honorable mention. We've got Gavin Quinn, honorable mention. And then next up, we've got Ethan Zhang, who won first place in the local Marlton Elks area, and then also first place in the Southwest District for 5th grade. Ethan Zhang. We've got a gift card for him, so don't want to lose that. Okay. When we got Matthew Broadbent, who won the Elks Essay Contest, 2nd place in the Southwest District, 5th grade, 2nd place for the local lodge. Matthew, come on up.
Great job. Let me do that.
Then we've got Anna Protas-Melnikova. She's here. Come on up. Anna won 3rd place in the Southwest District for 5th grade and 3rd place in the local Elks Lodge. Awesome. Then we have Abby Metzinger. Come on up. I think you were up here before for the Theater Awards. Great job. And she won 3rd place in the Southwest District 6th grade, 1st place in the local lodge for the Elks.
Thank you.
Ashvik Gupta, if he's here. Come on up, sir. We've got 3rd place in the state, 7th grade, 2nd place in the Southwest District, 1st place in the Marlton Elks. Congratulations. Awesome. And lastly, and certainly not least, with 2nd place in the state for 8th grade, 2nd place, we've got Annabelle Black, if she can come on up. 1st place, Southwest District, 1st place, local lodge. Congratulations. What a group. Okay, if we can kind of move together, because this is the photo op part right here.
Yeah, I have your mic for a minute. I'd like to thank this young group, a lot of knowledge, and a great job by them all. Let's give a round of applause, please. Thank you. Thank you very much for your time and in allowing us to be with these folks. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much. One thing I'll point out too, in the letter that invited parents to come with their kids tonight to get recognized for their amazing achievement in the Elks Essay Contest, is we also want to start we want to create a little website attached to our homepage that'll showcase their essays, totally voluntary if a family and students wanted to share it. But you know, when I see these essays, they're incredible, and it just feels like to try to give them a little bit wider audience, just truly profound thoughts you've had on the topic, and so just thank you for representing our district so well. Yeah. All right, we're going to move on now to our music award winners. So we've got, if I could have Mrs. Smith kind of join me here, and Mr. Canton and Mr. Bach come on up too. We've got 3 different categories here. Yeah, so first we're going to recognize the students who were achieved All South Jersey Orchestra. So if Victoria Lee could come up. I'm going to give, do you want to hand out the, I'll call them. Next up, we've got Oliver Lieberman. Then we have Jason Pace. Congratulations. Harshita Pramud.
Marie Kalacharian.
There you go.
No, I don't want to. You got all the names now. This
Okay.
is all you.
There you go. Elong Wang. Preston Lightfoot. Cameron Murashige. Arnav Sethi. I think that's it, yeah. Yes. Do you want to do it? Okay, go with that.
All right, we're going to move on to our South Jersey Honors Orchestra.
Rithisha Parathi. Henry Cunningham. David Yang. There he is. Elizabeth Miller. Faith Vizzacaro. Maria Ibrahim. Juliet Howard. Brent Navoa. Jackson Hunter. Arjun Balani, who unfortunately could not be here tonight, he's in Iceland. I believe. Yeah, I know, right? It's nice. But congratulations. The rest of these are still elementary honor, are still honors. Do you still want to do all of them? These are all honors as well. Do you want to? Yeah. We have more honors orchestra students. These students are actually from partially DeMacy Elementary and DeMacy Middle. And we have more DeMacy Elementary, Jaggard, and I believe a couple other of the elementary schools as well. Sophia DeJulius. Naya Thattencandy. It's a long walk, don't worry. We got you. Braden Akbar. Vansh Mahaltra. Good job, Vansh. Ian Tyler. Great job, Ian. Landon Burke. We still have more honors orchestra. It is a big group, in case you haven't noticed. We have even more honors orchestra students, which just sings praises about the orchestra program across the district. Owen McGrath. Great job, Gwendolyn Prohl. Avery Gush. Oh, that's okay. Great job. Nora Kerber. Shivani Sankar. Great job. Great job. Lila Holden. Aiden G. Okay, I don't think he's with us tonight. Yeah. Alexis Gregory Brisbane. Charlotte Moronsky. Anjola Ogunumbi. Great job, Anjola. Brian and Joran. Gabriel Hurlim. Shane McDonough. Great job, Shane. Lori Lee. All right. Evangelina Testori. Zanabelle Lee. Megan Koch. Lena Choi. Right. These students all actually had a concert 2 weekends ago, and they were divided amongst 3 ensembles because I think in every single ensemble there were about 90 students from all over New Jersey, South Jersey actually, and they were incredible. They had their rehearsal and performance on the same day, and it was out of this world. So if we could give them another round of applause, thank you.
If we could have the students gather together here, all South Jersey, huddle up. Let's bring it in for photos. Incredible. I mean, what an amazing thing. So many amazing musicians. And then maybe kind of like come this way a little bit more. Congratulations again to our all South Jersey students. Did you do this one already? We didn't do these yet, right? Yeah. We have 2 additional music students to recognize who are achieved all state in orchestra, all state.
So these 2 students that we're about to recognize auditioned against students from all over the state of New Jersey, and they were selected as 2 of the best, well, one of the best violists and one of the best cellists in the state. So it is a huge honor. I got to hear them play, and they sounded like a professional orchestra. It was absolutely incredible. So the first one is Cameron Motoshige. Good job, Cameron. Yes, yep. And Arnav Sethi.
We're going to do a photo with our 2 all-state musicians, and as we move together for that photo, just want to point out, I got to see a video of these 2 gentlemen, fantastic musicians, playing with Mrs. Smith, one of my favorite pieces, Death and the Maiden, Franz Schubert, getting ready for the just incredible. So. Congratulations again to you both. We have one more student winner to recognize, and then we have a few staff. Is Lawrence Lynn here? Lawrence Lynn? Oh, fantastic. Lawrence won, congratulations, the Leroy Homer Memorial Award, which the Township of Evesham offers to honor Leroy Homer, and Lawrence won that, and that's an incredible achievement. The Lawrence, congratulations. Great job. Fantastic. Great job, Lawrence. Lastly, if we have a number of staff to recognize tonight, and you're not going to be surprised that it's related to the quality of our music programming here. Our school district was recognized as one of the top 2025 best communities in music education nationwide for outstanding support of music education. It's incredible. This is, and to do it again for a second time, we won this award 2 years ago. It takes music programming across many areas. And Ms. McGould, do you want to come up for this one because it's curricular? No. Okay, I'm pulling an audible on her, so you could. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, it's music falls under curriculum department, and I want to give a recognition to our curriculum department as well. So if we have Vincent Pagliario here. These are our teachers representing the instrumental music program. Ms. Maddie Goldman, if she's here. Jill Malamed. Also, wait, Vince, yeah, stay up. Instrumental. That's a kind of a serendipitous wordplay there. Instrumental as well in making sure we completed the application.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And Mr. Mark White, if he's here. Congratulations. Yeah. Next up, representing the general music program, Ms. Katie Clausen. Yeah, actually, that'd be great. And then we've got Ms. Gina Crescenzo. She is here. Cool. Come on up. It's fun seeing you outside Jaggard. Fantastic. Mr. Eustace in the house. Or Mr. Geringer, if he's here. Come on up. Probably planning more great lessons for Rice. Ms. Kane, if she's here. All right. It is. It's longer than people think, right? Congratulations. And Ms. Loudon, getting loud for Ms. Loudon, all right? Or Mr. Militich, if he's here. Listen, he's been here all night because directing the theater performance as well. Congratulations. Yep, and Mr. Stenthakosas. Fantastic. Congratulations. Yeah. Okay, Ms. Yep, we're moving on to orchestra. Ms. Kimler, if she's here? No? Or Ms. Smith I know she's here, so she may be outside with her students. We'll make sure she gets that. And Mr. Westner, probably planning. Moving on to theater, we've got Ms. Corradino, if she's here. Or Ms. Colness. Mr. Eustace again, wearing many hats. Ms. Bittner. Ms. Valenta. And then we've got Ms. Mayo. Ms. Abdallah. Or Ms. Rasavi. And Ms. Hawthorne. Nope. Ms. Collins. And Ms. Zerke, I know, is here. There we go. Congratulations. Yeah. Ms. McCluskey? Okay. Ms. Mickelfelder here still. Awesome. Come on up. Congratulations. Yeah. Mr. Turner? Congratulations. And Luke, we saw over there. And I don't know, Ms. Malott, if you wanted to just say a little bit, because I mean, it's
So this recognition is through, it's a national organization, and Ms. Kane and I filled out an extensive application with lots of questions regarding our program and why we feel that we have one of the best music communities in the state. And we thought we filled it out pretty well. They asked for lots of different programs that we run, and we think our program is pretty special. We offer a lot of things that a lot of districts around, even in this area, don't do. So we think that, and we pride ourselves on this wonderful music program. So we're very, very honored to have this award and this recognition, and we plan on applying for it year after year because we think so highly of everybody that's a part of this music program. So congratulations to everybody.
Thank you. And the timing of being able to recognize our staff tonight, our music staff, on the same night that we had the musical performances, it's just really speaks as an example of exactly what you're talking about. So, Ms. Smith, yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. I was gonna.
No, I'm kidding. It's okay.
And you're in here somewhere. Hold on. There we are. Okay. After handing out so many certificates, it has to be officially handed out to you. Okay, we can't skip that. So thank you. That concludes our recognitions. That is probably a record, I feel like, a fantastic record. We're going to take 5 minutes for a break. Folks who were here for the recognitions are welcome to stay through the rest of the meeting. This is traditionally where I also say if you have other things to attend to, we understand, and thank you for having come out. So we'll be back on in 5.
resume now. As we have done with our previous couple meetings, we're going to consolidate our public comment into one public comment section, which will be now. So this meeting will now be open to the public referencing any items of interest. However, if your questions or comments pertain to litigation, student or personnel items, or negotiations, we would ask that you see the superintendent after the meeting, since we do not discuss these matters in public. Please limit your comments to 3 minutes per person. Would anyone like to give a public comment about any items of interest?
Good evening. My name is Amanda Gaunt. I have 3 children at Rice Elementary. I'm here representing the parents for improved literacy outcomes. I'm going to keep my remarks to the point tonight because the numbers speak for themselves. 1, when I first raised these concerns, Dr. Smith told me I was just one person. He asked if I really thought change could come from just one voice, one concern. 500. Our advocacy group has grown to over 500 members. One voice has become hundreds. Few. The number of curriculum department administrators and supervisors standing in the way of our children reaching their literacy potential, clinging to outdated, ineffective practices despite overwhelming body of research supporting proven evidence-based literacy instruction. 70. The percentage of students requiring explicit, systematic instruction in order to become proficient readers. 100. The percentage of students who benefit from such instruction, yet Evesham continues to deny most students access to this essential, research-based method of teaching reading, reserving it for only a very small percentage of students. 0. The reliable and valid data points you have demonstrating the effectiveness of the core Tier 1 early literacy instruction you are providing our children. 40. The percentage of third grade students meeting proficiency in the state ELA testing over the past 2 school years is under 40%. This is a direct reflection of the early literacy curriculum being used. This data speaks volume about its effectiveness. 25. Over 25% of your student population is currently being served by the special education department. That number should raise serious concerns. Effective Core 1 Tier 1 instruction meets the needs of at least 80% of students. When a quarter of students require special education services, which doesn't even include those in general education intervention programs, it's a clear sign that general education curriculum is falling significantly short. $15 million tax levy and 0 commitment to allocate funding towards desperately needed updates in the literacy curriculum. We strongly advocate for Evesham to move away from relying on so many self-created materials. Instead, we urge the district to invest in proven literacy curricula that have undergone the rigors of research and development to ensure their effectiveness and alignment with best practices. In closing, these aren't just numbers. They represent real students, real children who deserve better. Our ask is simple. Acknowledge what the data is telling you, acknowledge what research and evidence is telling you, and take action. Improve curriculum, improve instruction, and improve outcomes, because our children cannot afford to wait.
Good evening, members of the board and district administration. I'd like to take a moment to recognize and express my sincere appreciation to Dr. Bland, Director of Special Education, and Dr. Clayton, Supervisor of Special Education, for their responsiveness and collaboration with parents through the Special Education Parent Advisory Group, or CPAG. Their efforts to incorporate parent feedback from the CPAG survey into the planning of meeting topics have made a meaningful difference. I had the privilege of presenting at Monday's CPAG meeting on the topic of emotional regulation, and I commend their willingness to foster open communication and build genuine partnerships with parents. I share this example in the spirit of collaboration and in the hope that similar engagement can be established between our parent advocacy group, Parents for Improved Literacy Outcomes, and the curriculum department. Specifically, we would welcome the opportunity to work collaboratively with Ms. McGulick, Director of Curriculum, and Ms. Mindy Colfer, Supervisor of Literacy, to enhance our district's literacy curriculum for the 2025-2026 school year. One suggestion we would like to propose is the creation of a district-wide curriculum survey to gather meaningful community feedback on the current literacy curriculum and instructional practices. This would help ensure that the perspectives of families and educators are considered as the district plans for future improvements. On May 8th, our advocacy group sent a detailed email to Dr. Smith, Ms. McGulick, and the Board of Education, outlining our concerns and questions regarding how the district plans to meet the requirements outlined in PL 2024 C.52. A law signed by Governor Murphy that reaffirms the state's commitment to improving literacy outcomes. Unfortunately, we have not yet received a response or acknowledgement. To support districts in meeting these new requirements, NJDOE has announced the funding is available through the Focus Grant. Evesham Township School District has been awarded $17,960. I'm excited to see that item 9.5 on the agenda was to approve Evesham Township School District's grant application to the NJDOE for this amount, and our advocacy group applauds the district for this important step. We hope this grant will help support the curriculum department in taking a proactive road toward improving literacy instruction and outcomes for all students in Evesham. We hope to hear more about the district's plans and would welcome the opportunity to schedule a collaborative meeting to continue this important conversation. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Emily Gervasi. I live at 40 Paddock Road. In the meeting minutes tonight, it states that the lease agreement for DeMacy Elementary and Marlton Middle School is pending final legal approval. Let me be perfectly clear. The parents at DeMacy have no problem sharing facilities with Yale. A representative came to our PTA meeting and walked through logistics and answered our questions. Our school would be open to any student. Diversity and inclusion is what makes our community stronger and helps grow our children into empathetic and kind adults. However, the decision to rent out DeMacy Elementary classrooms is wrong because these were not empty classrooms. Now, 2 5th grade classes and 1 4th grade class will be moving to windowless special rooms, which not only impacts those students and their teachers, but where will other grades have art and computer specials? DeMacy already has to share special teachers, and now we don't have dedicated space like every other elementary school in the district. Before the pending legal review is finalized, I would like the board to question why this situation is here. This is a square peg, round hole situation because Green Hall in the middle school fell through during the preliminary budget discussions. This contract was originally brought up because the district thought a pod in the middle school would be available. Now, it's not. We are making this work to the detriment of our own students. This week, Dr. Smith told us at our PTA meeting that we as parents need to teach our children to be flexible and open to change, which I 100% agree with. But I am also teaching my 3 sons that when something is being done that is wrong, they need to stand up and try to be the change. Thank you.
My name is Maureen Holbrook, and I am a teacher at DeMacy. I also want to be clear that the issue that DES has is not with sharing a space with Yale. We would be happy to do so, and we welcome anyone into our school. Our issue is the big, fat lie that Dr. Smith has told when he said that there is space. There is no space, okay? We do have space if a dozen teachers have to relocate or worse, lose their classrooms altogether, which is what is happening. Dr. Smith originally said Yale would go in a section of Green Hall. Elementary was never brought up. Now, because of the extra funding, that plan has changed, and again, we are putting a square peg into a round hole just to make room for Yale. We did meet with Dr. Smith and offered other options, and they were completely ignored as he already had a deal made. I teach kindergarten through 6th grade. I have a 3D printer, Chromebooks, and dozens of STEM supplies, from robots to Legos. Today I was told I'm going to be doing my job on a cart again. I left the school last year that I loved for 8 years because I was forced to do my job on a cart. And here I am, finding myself on a cart again. It's not right. I understand Dr. Smith promised Yale space at DeMacy. He also promised me a classroom. He promised to put our kids first and provide the best education for students of Evesham Township, not move them around like pawns in a chess game and shuffle dozens of teachers for his shady backdoor real estate deal. Evesham invests a lot of money in tech through the district in order to instill proper usage of the tools, which are no longer limited to just Chromebooks. Tech should not be on a cart. Please put our kids first.
Hello, my name is Matthew Broadbent, and I am a 5th grader at DeMacy Elementary. I'm here today to talk about 2 things that mean a lot to me: my teachers and my bus driver. Both my 5th grade teacher and my math teacher will likely be people moving out of the 5th grade pod to make room for the Yale students. I absolutely love both of my teachers. They're so kind, and it means so much to me that they get the right classrooms next year. I don't think they deserve to be moved at all, especially not in an art room and a tiny room that used to be our computer lab. The art room is not very big, other than it does have a giant storage closet, but last I checked, I don't think 5th grade requires a walk-in closet or the kiln that lives there. The old computer lab is even smaller than the art room. It has tables and a spot for the teacher to stand, and that is literally it. I'm not even sure 21 desks would fit in there, so I don't know how kids would actually do anything but sit there. And then this poses the question, where will art be next year? And will we have access to a kiln? My art teacher is also an amazing teacher, and I think the art room is a perfect room to do art class in. We can store the many supplies needed, and just the perfect environment to do art. My art teacher doesn't deserve to be moved either. Why should all of these kids from DeMacy be moved from another part of DeMacy for kids that aren't actually from DeMacy? The second point I would like to discuss is the busing situation. For the last 6 years, I have a wonderful bus driver named Miss Pam. She always smiles and brightens my morning. She always announces everybody's birthday and congratulates everyone when they have an accomplishment. She's patient with my slow sister every morning, and that is very hard to do. I have many substitute bus drivers, usually from Hillman's bus service, that have missed people's stops, driven through our neighborhood the wrong way, and yelled at kids who try helping them. In these moments, we always miss Miss Pam. Please keep our Evesham bus drivers. You will never find another driver like Miss Pam, even though I will not be in the elementary school next year. I wanted to speak to you tonight to make sure everyone next year has the same wonderful experiences I had in 5th grade this year. Thank you.
I don't really want to follow Matthew. Awesome job, Matt. I'm Kelly Welk. I live at 28 Paddock Road. And I'm asking you to please rethink the plan that the Macy PTA heard this week for our 5th grade students. I understand that Yale will be taking over 3 classrooms in one of our elementary school pods. The current plan is disappointing because it doesn't provide a positive learning environment for our students. Placing our 2 5th grade classes in a noisy hallway where middle schoolers pass regularly is not an optimal learning environment. We've all heard how wonderful the arts are tonight. Why would we displace our art teacher? Will we have a new art room somewhere? Will we have art on a cart? Do 5th graders really need a kiln in their classroom? Like Matt, my son's first thing was, there's a really big closet in that room and a kiln. Will I never get to use the kiln? Please put our students first. Let them keep the premium classroom space in a pod. Spread the Yale classes throughout DeMacy School. Put 1 in each of the hallways, the elementary hallway, the green hallway, and the red hallway. I know that these are K-5 students, but our students and their needs should always come first. Thank you.
Good evening. I just wanted to, my name's Sean. I live in where do we live at? Bernard, I live in Bernard Run. I just got to take up something that happened last week by some of the board members when some of us who work with kids with disabilities were giving our views on, our experiences of how we, some children that we dealt with. We were told we were disparaging those kids. We were told we should be ashamed of ourselves. Why should we be ashamed of ourselves? We're giving our personal experiences. My son is on the spectrum. I wouldn't disparage or disrespect him or put him down or put anybody down like that. We were just giving our experiences. And you know what? It really made me mad. It made a lot of other people mad that you guys would sit up there, not all of you, but some of you would sit up there and talk to us like we're some little kids and that we should be ashamed of ourselves for publicizing our personal view or our experiences. I can't speak for everybody else, but I know for me, if I was going to say everybody was like that, I would just say it. But I didn't say that because I know not every kid on the spectrum is like that. My son, he goes to Marlton County Special Services. He has kids that are farther on the spectrum than he is. I just want everybody on the board to remember that we put you there. We elected you. The people elected you there. And as easy as it is to put you there, it's easy to take you out of there. I hope you guys enjoy your night. And I want to say, I get it. You guys are professionals. You have other jobs. I'm a professional. I have a career. I know it's not easy doing this. I know it's not. And I don't mean any disrespect to anybody up here. But I just want people to maybe remember that we're the bosses. You guys are doing our work for us, but we're the boss. I appreciate you guys, and you have a good night.
Hello, board members. I'm Kelly Broadbent. I live in Colts Run, and I have 3 children that go to DeMacy Elementary. My head and heart are still reeling after our DeMacy Elementary PTA meeting on Tuesday night where Dr. Smith shared the Yale situation. I want to make it very clear that our problem is not the Yale students coming into our school. We very openly welcome differences in people at our school. Our problem is that our children's classrooms that are currently being used are being rented out. And this has been done without the consideration of or the input from the DeMacy teachers, the staff, the students, and their families. The classrooms slated for Yale in the contract are our 4th and 5th grade graders' classrooms. And the proposed change is to push these classes to the current art room and a tiny windowless room that is currently used as a room for the middle school. Our children should not be pushed aside at all, especially not for the sake of people who don't go there. Sorry, I lost my spot. Our fantastic teachers and our 20-some students shouldn't be packed like sardines into tiny rooms while Yale's 10 students per classroom enjoy what should be our children's larger classrooms. Our children should not be pushed aside into smaller classrooms, classrooms without windows, and classrooms in a noisy, bustling hallway that middle schoolers pass by all day just for the sake of Yale. This agreement is simply fitting a square peg, round hole. It would be nice to get the income, yes, but not at the expense of our children. We are the taxpayers, the same taxpayers that are now carrying the additional financial burden of the tax levy increase. It is only right that our children get precedence in our own school. For those of you unaware of the layout of DeMacy, our elementary kids take up one large hallway and one pod. The pod is where a couple 4th grade classrooms and all of our 5th grade classrooms live. It is tradition that the big kids in the school get to move into that pod, utilize it for activities, get to use the lockers, etc., and they look forward to it. When we mentioned this to our soon-to-be 4th grader, it was met with tears. The kids greatly look forward to getting to be the big kids in the school and getting to experience that space. DeMacy always tends to get the short end of the stick in this district. Due to budget reductions, we've lost our elementary school assistant principal, our secretary, our SRO, and we've had to deal with traveling special teachers and more. We continuously carry the financial burden of the township, and we have had enough. I urge you to please vote against this lease agreement tonight. With an abundance of money from the tax levy increase and a lot of people invested in finding a solution for our students and our beloved teachers, let's please come together to find a better way. Please keep our DeMacy children in mind tonight as you discuss and vote. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Laura Kotz, and I am a resident of Marlton whose children also attend DeMacy, and I am up here to express my immense frustration, confusion, and sadness that our fifth graders will be displaced next year to make room for out-of-district students. I am a special education teacher in another district, and I've spent time in the autism self-contained classroom in my school, so I'm very familiar with the type of students that Yale serves. Just like everybody else has said, that is not my issue. I truly believe that this could be a wonderful situation to have Yale students come. I think it could help further teach our children about inclusion and acceptance. However, I do have a huge problem with the fact that our fifth grade students are being displaced to accommodate Yale students. According to Dr. Smith, the contract between Evesham and Yale was signed when he thought there would be 10 open classrooms in DeMacy as a result of the budget cuts. But due to the increased tax levy taken on by us, the taxpayers, those 10 classrooms are no longer available. So as a result, we have nowhere to place the Yale students, or so we thought, and our DeMacy students are paying the price. As a parent of both a fourth and a second grader, I am beyond exhausted for having to go to bat for my elementary age children so often over the last few years. I'm tired of having to calm their fears and ease their anxiety about their school possibly closing, or now the fifth grade being removed from the pod. What would you do if this was your child? Honestly, I know you can't answer me, but I truly would love to know, because I know you would be up here fighting for them as well. I understand the importance of having, so this may seem like a silly thing to feel so passionately about, but as a teacher, I understand the importance of having a secure and dedicated space for children to have extra time to finish work, to collaborate in small groups, as well as have space for fun events with their peers. Moving the fifth graders to an isolated hallway without a pod removes most of these opportunities. Though I do sympathize with the problem of where to put the Yale students, it is so frustrating that the needs of the DeMacy students are not coming first. The situation has changed and there are no longer classrooms available, yet Dr. Smith thinks the appropriate solution is to displace our fifth grade classes as well as other teachers, and he told us to approach it with a glass half full attitude. What he apparently fails to understand is that this change will affect so many aspects of the children's day, not only next year but for years to come. Aspects that are likely not considered by the decision makers, decisions that only the teachers and students would notice. Hallway noise for middle schoolers changing classes, not being able to coordinate and engage in activities with their pod, not having that easy access to the pod area to have extra time to complete work or have a spot to go to work quietly, being isolated from the rest of the school. These are just a few of the problems. I'm trying to remain positive with my fourth grade son in order to help make the change a bit more seamless, but he is incredibly upset to be removed from his pod environment. DeMacy was specifically built with a pod learning environment in mind, I'm almost done, and it has served as an incredibly positive learning experience for the population over the years. To have it taken away needlessly seems to be short-sighted and irresponsible. I do not see where this decision shows fairness or consideration to the DeMacy students whom this will affect and whose home school it already is. I am begging you to take into consideration the effect that this decision will have on so many students. Students who count on and rely on you, the Board of Ed, and the superintendent to protect and support them. Please help protect and support our children.
Hi, I'm Jason Hoy. I live in Cambridge Park. I have 3 kids that go to DeMacy. I was at the PTA meeting the other night. I asked Dr. Smith the question of where the teachers consulted prior to the decision on those rooms, and not just was there a no, there was later followed with a, if I would have consulted teachers and parents, they would have just said no. And it stuck with me, like, that a person saying they know so much better than the people on the ground, than the parents raising the kids, that they, in their infinite wisdom, decided not to consult those people because they would have come up with a different answer than the answer they had already. And I appreciate you guys being on the board. You're up here, you're doing this work for free, and the reality is you get to be consulted too. And we're asking you to be consulted, to think about this, and hear the parents and the teachers and what their opinions are, because I assume that's what you do, but that's the answer I got the other night was only sometimes and maybe in the future. And that's just not an acceptable answer. So that's it. Thank you.
Is there anyone else who would like to make a public comment? Seeing none, we will close out that section. Moving to item 6.6 for annual appointments and approvals. We need a motion to approve items 6.1 through 6.2. Do we have a motion? Motion by Mr. Thompson, seconded by Mr. DeMarcy. Any questions or comments from the board? Seeing none, Mr. Yates, roll call, please.
Roll call, item 6. Mr. Brown is absent. Ms. Butcher-Mowitz.
Yes.
Mr. DeMarcy.
Yes.
Mrs. Knoll.
Yes.
Mr. Thompson.
Yes.
Mr. Peelman.
Yes.
Mr. Bach.
Yes.
Mr. Compton.
Yes.
The motion carries.
Thank you. Moving to item 7, approval of the minutes. We need a motion to approve items 7.1 and 7.2. Do we have a motion? Motion by Mr. Thompson, seconded by Mrs. Knoll. Any questions or comments from the board? Seeing none, Mr. Yates, roll call, please.
Roll call on the approval of minutes. Ms. Butcher-Mowitz.
Yes.
Mr. DeMarcy.
Yes.
Mrs. Knoll.
Yes.
Mr. Thompson.
Yes.
Mr. Peelman.
Yes.
Mr. Bach.
Yes.
Mr. Compton.
Yes.
The motion carries.
Thank you, Mr. Yates. Moving on to item 8, superintendent report and administrative items. We need a motion to approve items 8.1 through 8.6. Do we have a motion? Motion by Mr. Thompson, seconded by Mr. Peelman. Before we vote, I'll hand the floor over to Dr. Smith.
Thank you, Mr. Canthan. There's nothing more eloquent that could be said about our schools than seeing the students perform tonight and be recognized. I was planning to just leave it at that, but the one other thing I wanted to say, just as a slice out of a typical day, a window into a typical day, today would be this morning at DeMacy, right? So this morning at DeMacy, in our 7th grade classrooms, they were treated to a wonderful workshop facilitated by the Museum of Tolerance, which is part of the Simon Wiesenthal Museum in Los Angeles. And that was an opportunity made possible through the collaboration of both our middle schools. Marlton Middle also had that same, 7th graders there had the same opportunity earlier this week. We are grateful to the Rob Goodwin Center and Helen Kirschbaum and Cherry Hill for helping with those arrangements. It ties directly into the 7th grade curriculum about tolerance and as they learn about the Holocaust. The topic of the workshop was combating hate online, which is, of course, super relevant for everyone. The kids were engaged, thoughtful, and reflective, and that was just this morning, you know. And then in the same breath, to be able to walk down the hallway in the same school, walk into the cafeteria, and to see our 5th and 4th graders from DeMacy Elementary gathered there in the cafeteria, listening to a guest speaker from Malawi who was talking about the work he's doing, having grown up in an orphanage, and now trying to pay it forward and do great things. And the questions they were asking were fantastic of him. It was clear the impact that was being had, and that was just great to see them gathered there in that space. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Smith. Any questions or comments from the board? Seeing none, Mr. Yates, roll call, please.
Roll call, administrative items. Ms. Butcher-Mowitz.
Yes.
Mr. DeMarcy.
Yes.
Mrs. Knoll.
Yes.
Mr. Thompson.
Yes.
Mr. Peelman.
Yes.
Mr. Bach.
Yes.
Mr. Conklin.
Yes.
The motion carries.
Thank you. Moving to item 9, curriculum and instruction. We need a motion to approve items 9.1 through 9.6. Do we have a motion? Motion by Mr. DeMarcy, seconded by Mr. Thompson. Any questions or comments from the board? Seeing none, Mr. Yates, roll call, please.
Roll call on curriculum and instruction. Ms. Butchermowitz.
Yes.
Mr. DeMarcy.
Yes.
Mrs. Knoll.
Yes.
Mr. Thompson.
Yes.
Mr. Peelman.
Yes.
Mr. Bach.
Yes.
Mr. Conklin.
Yes.
The motion carries.
Thank you, Mr. Yates. Moving to item 10, finance and operations. We need a motion to approve items 10.1 through 10.17. Do we have a motion? Motion by Mr. Thompson, seconded by Mr. Peelman. Any questions or comments from the board?
Anish, can I just, real quick, I just want to point something out that I did hear back from the attorneys for Yale like mid-afternoon today, giving the final okay on our suggested changes, so we should be good.
Thank you very much, Ms. Gifford. Any questions or comments from the board on item 10, finance and operations?
I wanted to ask a question about art. Is art going to be on a cart?
No, art will be moving to, and Ms. Green here, I just want to make sure the staff know this, so I'm not, am I sharing something right now?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'll just leave it like that, but I'm hesitant to share something that
I'm
might.
sorry to ask it
but
because
I can answer your
that's
question
very
and say it won't be on the
important.
card.
We don't want art on a cart here. What
Correct.
about computers?
Yeah, computers, as was explained, will be on a cart. Yeah,
Oh, computers are, okay, not a designated room, okay.
yeah.
Any other questions or comments from the board? Seeing none, Mr. Yates, roll call, please.
Roll call on finance and operations. Ms. Butchermowitz.
I want to get this right. So yes to everything except 10.16. Correct.
No to 10.16, yes to the rest. Mr. DeMarcy.
No to 10.15 and 10.16. Yes to everything else.
No to 10.15 and 10.16, yes to the rest. Mrs. Knoll.
No to 10.15 and no to 10.16. Oh, I'm sorry, and yes to the rest. I'm sorry.
So no to 10.15 and 10.16, yes to the rest. Mr. Thompson.
Yes to all.
Mr. Peelman.
No to 1016, yes to the rest.
Mr. Bach. Excuse me, no to 10.16, yes to the rest. Mr. Bach.
No to 10.16, yes to the rest.
No to 10.16, yes to the rest. Mr. Conklin.
Yes to all with the exception of 10.16. Regarding 10.16, the board is still interested in pursuing additional negotiations with the collective bargaining unit regarding the transportation department.
No to 10.16, yes to the rest. All motions carry with the exception of 10.16.
Thank you, Mr. Yates. Moving to item 11, personnel. We need a motion to approve items 11.1 through 11.11. Do we have a motion? Motion by Mrs. Knoll, seconded by Mr. Thompson. Any questions or comments from the board? Seeing none, Mr. Yates, roll call, please.
On personnel, Ms. Butchermowitz.
Yes.
Mr. DeMarcy.
11? That's what we're voting on? 11?
Personnel, yes.
Yes.
Mrs. Knoll.
Yes.
Mr. Thompson.
Yes.
Mr. Peelman.
Yes.
Mr. Bach.
Yes.
Mr. Conklin.
Yes.
That motion carries.
Thank you, Mr. Yates. Moving to item 12, policy. We have no policy. Moving to item 13, committee reports. Do any committee chairs like to share a report? Ms. Butchermowitz?
Yes. So I want to speak on behalf of the curriculum committee. Tracy Fox is the chair of that committee, and this is a statement that she had prepared for the last meeting that she didn't have with her, so I was going to read it tonight. This is a report
from what came out of the meeting 2 meetings ago, and then I'll talk about this current meeting in a second. So the committee, curriculum committee in April, the committee members reviewed and discussed all the items up for approval at tonight's meeting, as well as the district goals. The drafts of the new district goal for 25 through 28 that the board originally looked at during our annual winter retreat were revisited. Discussion on the final stages of the current ELA goal was also reviewed. As a reminder, the district finalized revisions to the updated ELA document in the summer of 2024, and all updates are being fully implemented this school year. Revisions included increased opportunities for small group instruction through an emphasis in guided reading, word study, phonics, and book clubs to ensure the needs of all students are being met. These updates increase the amount of time the teachers have to address specific literacy concerns and provide targeted instruction. The word balanced, which continues to be used in the document, emphasizes that all 5 literacy blocks are important and are part of the ETSD structured literacy program. Each block is designed to include explicit instruction via protocols and units of study that incorporate phonomic awareness, phonics, fluency, vocabulary, and comprehension. Feedback on the updated word study phonics resources from our teachers has been positive. These resources included updated word wall words, standard lessons and assessments, parent communication, and a new primary word study program. The program includes a systematic sequence of whole class lessons, an implementation guide to assure all 100 lessons per grade are taught, and a differentiated resource for word study to be implemented during guided reading. In addition, ETSD students continue to have access to level text as well as authentic literature, which allows for teachers to see the application and transfer of isolated skills and context. It remains the district's goal that students have large repertoire of strategies to utilize to attack unknown words in both reading and writing and to understand what they are reading. Extensive practice to utilize these strategies and context assures the students are able to apply principles and are being taught and allow teachers to monitor progress. And professional development sessions also continue to be provided to the teachers this year in identified areas such as text analysis, written composition, word study, phonics, and using text-based evidence to support reasoning in both reading and writing. Now, this last meeting, we talked a lot about the focus grant. We did apply for it, and we did also speak, Tracy and I, and Dave and Aiden, about the importance of collaboration, about getting a meeting together, and we did speak about it, and Mrs. McGulick did agree, so we were going to try to get that on the calendar for like a similar collaboration as you have done with the CPAG group. And I apologize, I couldn't be at that meeting I was supposed to be, but I had a conflict. But yeah, I'm interested very much in collaborating with your group and working for progress for the students.
Thank you, Ms. Butramowitz. Would any other committee chairs like to share a report? Mr. Peelman.
I just wanted to give a brief update for community engagement. Something that we have been talking about for a while is that we are planning to have a strategic planning initiative for the district that's starting in the fall. It's something that we've not had for a little while for a variety of reasons, but we want to get back to it. So we will spend much of the summer planning for that, getting ideas for it, and then rolling out the process in the fall of the new school year.
Thank you, Mr. Peelman. Would any other committee chairs like to share a report? Seeing none, we'll move to old business, of which we have none. New business, we also have none. Board member announcements. Would any board members like to share an announcement?
Just something real quick. The young gentleman who received the Leroy Homer Jr. Award, I looked on that as something that was when I was in 8th grade here at MMS. I applied for the same version of that award, and the winner of that award gets to go speak at the Township building during the Memorial Day event. And it's a very special ceremony. I encourage everyone to go there this coming Monday. Not only does it remember our fallen troops, but it's a good way of our community coming together during that holiday. But the young gentleman who received the award, who will get to speak at the ceremony, I remember at that ceremony was where I met one of the advisors of the Youth Advisory Committee, who, God rest her soul, Deb Hackman. She got me involved in local community civics and it's the very reason as to why, I sit here right now. So, I know we had a lot of students here today, but, just for the record, so, in case, bring it back to your kids, bring it back to, your neighbor's kids. If you have an interest in history and social studies and in community, then, even if there's kids who are just love their town or love their friends and want a good place to go, the Youth Advisory Committee is a great spot for them to be able to participate in a lot of those ways. And a lot of these events they participate in, and they do a great job. So kind of thinking about, how I got here and that young gentleman who applied for the essay, I just wanted to kind of allude to the fact that, we have a great group in town who does great things. So spread the word to any kids that you think would be interested. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. DeMarcy. Would any other board members like to share an announcement? Seeing none, motion to adjourn. Motion by Mr. Thompson, seconded by Mrs. Knoll. All those in favor? Aye.